A 100-plus-year-old church turned skate park haven has faced a fiery devastation nearly 2 weeks ago. Now, with nearly everything lost in the fire, the crew behind the mission of the skate park are in desperate need of the community's help. Malik Wilson has the story.
Just over a week ago on June 28th, what was once a pillar of hope in the community was in seconds engulfed in flames.
I got a phone call at about 11 o'clock on Wednesday night saying that the rectory was on fire and to come up and see what's going on.
Upon arrival, Lorna Curdy, president of the board of Liborius' Urban Art Studio, was in disbelief.
We then stood out here and watched the roof of the rectory, the fire on the roof of the rectory jump over to the sanctuary roof, and that's when we really started getting terrified.
Thankfully, no one physically was inside and no one physically hurt, but the unexpected devastation has certainly left everyone emotional.
There were definitely tears and there were hugs, and we're really thankful for all of our friends and community members that came out and kind of just were there for us while everybody was watching what was happening.
It's to no surprise that the community is showing up to be a shoulder to cry on, because for so many years, Sk8 Liborius has been a place the community could always rely on.
The founders had the intention of building a skate park in this beautiful church and an art and community center. The skate park happened and was incredibly popular. We also, with the intention of having urban art studios in the basement of the church, which would be based on the needs of the community or the desires of the community, building out different kinds of studio space for skill building, workshops, music producing.
Pretty much anything to give youth a creative space.
That was our long-term goal. And so now we are just trying to reevaluate and figure out what our pivot is.
A pivot that will never mention quitting their mission.
We are invested in staying in this community. We don't want to go anywhere. We don't want a new church, but we're going to work together to figure out what we can actually do in order to stay, what staying looks like, how can we continue our mission, the day after we all went to bed for a couple hours and came back at 8:30 in the morning, everybody was like, okay, what's next? Let's clean up, let's secure, make sure everybody's okay, and then how are we going to turn this into our next phase?
Alrighty, and you can learn ways to help by visiting their Facebook as well as their GoFundMe right there on your screen.